Japan! Land of tradition, samurai, Godzilla, and the land of respect. I'm here to tell you what is appropriate and what is not appropriate to say in Japan, so you don't have to commit Sudoku. Hello YouTube, my name is Realsuke, and I'm not Japanese. In any textbooks, people would told you that good morning is Ohio, but when you meet Japanese in real life, you have to say Rasengan! And if you don't Rasengan them back, you're gonna die! Come on, it's a land of ninja and anime, just like any Chinese know Kung Fu, any American a horse riding cowboy. Tip number 2. When you say I'm sorry, you shouldn't say gomennasai. You should say gomennasori. So Japanese would know that you're sorry in 2 languages. Double the respect. Tip number 3. When your Japanese friend says something that you don't understand, you don't say さっきはうまく聞こえないので、もう一回でいいでしょうか? No! You have to start with すみません. Then follow with Nani the fuck, so that your Japanese friends know that you're not an ordinary gaikokujin. You build different, intimidate them, and let them respect you back. Of course, these are all jokes, and I don't mean any of it. So lately, I've been on the YouTube, and I've seen this genre of Japanese learning videos that has been on the trending for a while and get a pretty good traction. So it's bound to have some people trying to milk the shit out of these type of content. And it's all about what you should say in Japanese and what not to say in Japanese. And it's all about niche picking because people are being too conscious about whether that makes mistake or not. Basically, these type of videos are taking advantages out of your insecurity on language learning. The videos is gonna teach you how a real Japanese interact with each other. And I can see the harm of these type of videos that is gonna hinder your Japanese learning, because I think this kind of videos is somehow discourage you to speak more and makes more mistake when you are learning languages. I mean, most of the videos are okay, but some of the videos just take it too far. Some of the videos are niche picking the slightest levels of mistake that is between the native speakers. So today I see one of these videos. The title was Don't Say Arigato, it's gonna offend someone. Like, if you know the slightest thing about Japan, you will know arigato means thank you. So how can a word of appreciation offended somebody? And when I click in this video, this whole 8 minutes of videos is talking about you should add gozaimasu behind. You should say arigato gozaimasu to your senpai or somebody who is older than you, or else they're gonna find it offending, which I think this is completely horseradish. It's like saying thank you is offensive to American, and you should say thank you very much, so it's not offensive to the American. Most of us as a local Asian, you don't even have to speak well. If you were even spend some effort trying to say things in our own languages, we would appreciate that. Even if you said it wrong, even if you mess up, as long as you're being respectful, I think none of us, the local Asian, will find your mistakes offensive. And I say you shouldn't be worrying about making mistakes. You should be focusing on trying to get the message out. As long as they understand what you're saying, they wouldn't care about your grammar and whether it's appropriate to say this and that. As long as you're being respectful, people will appreciate your effort even if you mess up. And it's a great learning opportunity for the native to correct your mistake. And more importantly, you guys would have fun with these type of mistakes because they know that these mistakes are genuine and not came from the place of malicious intent. You have to be less conscious about making mistakes because making mistake is part of the language learning and you need to embrace it. And don't let this kind of information hinder your studies. I think this kind of videos can only benefit to those who are already fluent at the language. And if you're just starting off with the languages, I think you shouldn't worry about this too much. Because there's this one golden rule in language learning is that the more you speak, the more mistake you make, and the more you're gonna improve with the language. And if you're not making mistake at all, you're probably not learning. I'm sorry, but this is the fact. You're gonna be able to laugh it off at your mistake because learning language itself is a really long journey. And since making mistake is unavoidable, so there would be no reason for you to stress over it. So trust me on this one. If you make mistake, just laugh it off. Nobody cares. Move on. You would learn it better. So yeah, take it easy and have fun with the language. So see you guys.